Hi everybody. So today is all about the drilling out. And I mean, it's a drill fest. So, without further ado, let's get to some drilling. I'm just kidding, it's not all that bad. So, yeah, this is when we start countersinking the side of the flanges of the wings spar. So it's not really that difficult. There's actually 3 different size holes that you're going to wind up drilling for this. So you've got the standard nut plates. Actually, I think there's 4 different size holes. Yeah, so there's the nut plate holes. There's the same ones are drilled for the ribs as well. Oh, okay, that's enough of that. So yeah, so there's the nut plates and the rib holes will be the same. Then you have to countersink also the holes for the skin. So yeah, there's actually only 3 kinds of start. No, 5 kinds, because then, so okay, you pre-drill the nut plate holes, countersink, sorry. You also do the ribs, or the 2, each rib has 2 holes on each flange. Then you go and you countersink out the holes. Everything else is just for skins, so that's the 3rd thickness. Then, once you have all the nut plates riveted in, you actually go and you countersink the screw holes for those. And Vans is very good. The instructions give you very specific measurements, like 9.7 millimeters, outer diameter, 7 point something inner diameter. So you just watch that when you're doing it to make sure that you're getting the right size. You only really have to set it once and forget it anyway. One note I will say, if you're doing the bigger countersinks, like for the skin, clamping the wing spar like you see here, it doesn't really work well, because the thing shakes a lot. And because the damn thing shakes, you can actually wind up countersinking like elongated holes, and you don't want to do that. Again, I can't really say enough about that DeWalt cordless drill that I've got there. That thing works miracles. It has survived this whole process. And somehow, I keep skating back and forth underneath that wing and I don't break anything. There's a little chin shake for everyone. So I know what you're thinking. It looks like that wingtip's broken. No, the wingtip isn't broken, just had to replace the rear-facing light. So here's a little bit of, in fact, I was just holding up the bulb and explaining it to someone. So for any pilots out there, or wannabe pilots, let me tell you the difference between Cessna and Piper. So for nighttime and IFR operations, you need to have lights pretty much everywhere. And that includes a rear-facing lights. You need to have a strobe beacon. You need to have position lights, one on each wing. One's red, one's green. Left is red, white is green. Right is green, sorry. I just remember it because, so Roy G. Biv is the, color spectrum, and red is to the left of green. That's how I always remember it. You have to have those. If you want to night fly, so you don't actually have to have any lights, but if you want to fly at night or fly far, you have to have position lights, you have to have nav lights, you have to have a battery to power them. But if you don't have them all, then technically your operating limitations for your plane will say daytime VFR. And no one wants that. So on Cessnas, they just have a white light that sticks out of the back of the rudder and shoots light out backwards that way. On Piper, or at least this Piper, the rear facing lights are off the back of the wing. Pardon me. So anyway, we're just drilling away. And after the drilling's done, we'll finally get to do some riveting on the right spar. So I'll see you soon.